Hey guys, Girls at Battle 2 Tips here, and I want to talk about this week's event. You know, I've criticized an event before, Empress and Saint event, for being just and only for pay-to-win players. Or not even that, for whales, for players that are going to invest huge amounts of money that most people can spend. But when there is something good, I will talk about it. And this week's event is amazing. I've told you already that I thought that this event was going to be good, but we are 3 days in this event, two days in this event, and it has showed me that this event is amazing. Well, first of all, we are talking about double quick reward. Okay, this event has so much value. I hope this was for 2 weeks, but maybe that's too greedy for me. You know how that works. You get a quiz and it gives you double. And why is that important? Just because of this one. Don't buy these ones. This at most, maybe you are at level 100 plus and it's going to give you 200k, so the double 400k. But how much do you get in the monthly event, the practical work? Each time you fight here, you get plus 400 and even you get some advance in the boss. And how much it costs each one of these? 50 gems. And you shouldn't buy those unless you really need. So, should you buy this? No, you shouldn't, okay? So don't get crazy. Even if you get double rewards, it isn't worth, okay? Then, experience quiz. Also, this is too low. This isn't worth anything. You shouldn't buy this. This should be more clear than this one. But this one is amazing. I hope that I was level 115, because imagine each time I get one of these 63 star shards and 40. That would be great. Well, that's sad, but you should buy as much of this each day if you're VIP plus. And this event is amazing. Only for this, it's worth 1 week is worth 2 weeks progress. So, well, we are going to leave that right like that, and we are talking about the slot points. Okay, the slots this time are actually good. Actually, now they have some value. Well, before we had pray for the stars, but pray for the stars didn't have any specific reward. You could get, maybe if you were going to do multiple rounds of slots, maybe a high tier girl or maybe a trash girl. It was too much RNG. You did get a lot of resources, that's true, but it wasn't anything that actually paid the rounds you were spending on lottery, on normal slot tickets. But this week everything has changed. Now you actually need to start saving your slot tickets for the future, for in some moment being able to get a pay to win antique. As you save Elementium, if this event comes again in the future, maybe in 3 or 4 months, you're going to need to save those slot points. But why did you just 1 round? Because first, if you're a mid game or late game player, you shouldn't do only 1 round. You should just save. In my case, in my defense, I decided to do 1 round because I needed the seals and the progress that gives the martinis. I'm calling them martinis. Why do I need the seals? Because right now I'm sitting at 2 Fenrirs and I need to complete at least 2 rounds of Fenrirs and roll. And as you see, I've been saving and I'm close. I'm getting close to that, but also the enroll is getting close. And I need to get to 160, and I don't want to risk missing any seals. So right now I'm anyway going to need months saving, so 1 month of savings less is not much difference, and it's going to give me huge progress. Okay, that's why even if I told you that you shouldn't spend in this event, if you are a beginner, if you are starting on the game, and a beginner, I mean 3-4 months, you are still in the early game, you should maybe consider playing at least 1 round. Moreover, if you need to complete monthlies from graduate and awake, or maybe you're struggling on Sanctuary, you're killing the boss way too not that many times. So, well, in general, now this event has some meaning. This week, now you're going to think about getting something, because in last format of slots, it was a dead week. In the whole week you had nothing to do, but right now you had Gourmet Festival. Well, you had the puzzles, the jigsaw was great, and it was huge value. It was a lot of value only from 3,850 gems, because you on average had to buy like 550 gems to complete the event at the end. So it was great. It was great. But this one is different, but it's also really good. It gives you a lot of value, maybe a bit more expensive, but even if you don't buy any of these, don't buy this. This was a mistake, okay? I make mistakes too. Well, I'm pushing for House Exams Ghost. I only got 1 Fenrir, I'm sorry, 1 Fencer, and I need 3 copies, and I said maybe I should take this one that is a sure copy, and then I'm just 1 copy away. But in general, you shouldn't buy this one. This one is trash, okay? Don't buy this one. It's too expensive, and it gives you just Fencer. It's a shame that I wanted Fencer, but as you know, my game income is fine, so even if it was a mistake, it's not like it's going to punish me that much, okay? But these ones are good. This is a must. You should get this one, even if you don't have much gems. You should get this one. I hope they give them the 8 seals for 3,000. That's even better, a better one. Should be an Explorer pack next week. I hope they don't remove that. That would be really sad and a very, very bad move from the Girls X Battle 2 team. But overall, this is a must. This one, it depends of how much gems do you have saved. If you have enough gems for a possible Explorer pack incoming, you should maybe buy 1 or 2 if you're going to stay at the end of the week when you will need the Explorer pack, 14k gems. For Explorer pack, you need pretty much that, 14k gems. It's much? Well, if you're free to play, it is a lot, but that's a doable amount if you don't spend on useless things. So I did both of these because I really think that I need the progress right now, and if they are going to and if they are telling me this is not the best deal, but right now you need that progress, I'm investing on that. You could maybe some bad deals for late game players are good deals for early game players. You see? Because if you start snowballing as fast as possible, you are getting back that resources that you spent at the beginning, maybe spending a bit more than you should. So, why this event is so good? To the point. Well, it's because it's great for free to play, and also great for whales, and also great for dolphins. It's great for everyone. Everyone should be able to look at this event and say, well, it's a good event. Starting from whales. Whales can get these two antiques if they want. They can spend their money and get their antiques and even some rooms. And it isn't hard to get this amount as a whale, as a big whale. So they are going to get the antiques they want at the moment they want. Like, for example, Empress Saint event was great for whales because they could get Umbrella. So good for them. If they can do it, it's great, and they are part of the game. Then there comes the dolphins. Maybe the dolphins that are low spender, but as for example like me, that I am able to get the monthly pass, and I get some gems, some more gems that usually free to play could get, because monthly pass is like 10k gems at month. So these deals are totally fine for me. I could buy them, and I did both them. So for dolphins, and also dolphins are going to save a lot of these items, the slots, and in the future a dolphin or a free to play can get an antique, a pay to win one. So this is great also for them and free to play, but also for free to play, specifically for beginners. For beginners, this event is incredible. As you see, at the moment I have bought an amount of 280, more or less 280 5-star shards. That means that I bought five girls, and we are at the day 2, and even I have right now, well, I have 200, but I got two of the elite girl shards from the deals. So there has been only 2 days, and I've got already 5-star girls. For a early game player, those girls are so much value, and this event, what it has best for free to play players is that you don't need to do anything, and you're going to get this currency, and you're getting that currency in a rhythm that at the end of the day you should get at least, between both of them, 50 regular girl shards. Why is that so good? I've been playing for 3 months. I'm kind of new. I'm really new. There's people playing for years. I'm really new. But in these 3 months, I haven't seen an event that gives so much in progress. Because people get stagnated just because they don't get the precise amount of 5-star girls or 4-star shards. You don't get this one so often. You may get like 4 a month, 4 in a month, maybe even 5 in the best case. But right now you're getting in a week up to 7, and this is an average. Maybe somebody gets even more shards, but 7 in a week. And if you get the deals are like 9, more than 9. So 9 5-star regular girls. That's amazing. People underestimate these ones, but if you're a beginner, well, if you have less than a year playing, these girls are good. You're going to be really happy if you get a Dracula, an Emaya, a Yana, a Blowy. Which else? A Hexa. You want a Hexa, and you need those copies for the Limit Break 3. An Amazon, maybe he's not that good right now, but he's fine. Bad Elf, which is worth 10 star. So these are most likely food girls, the others, but imagine as these are the elite girls of the regular girl shards. You want them, and so you want these shards. And why do I don't exactly need right now the elite girl? Because from these shards, what are you getting? What is the best that you could get right now? Valira, Priestess, Psychic, Next Generation Iron Fist, maybe, Mio, Linky, and Ithil. But the rest of them are not that great to make you decide to buy these ones with the currency instead of this. You see, you need at the early game a great amount of girls, more than quality. Well, girls for food. You need a lot of food. You don't need exactly quality girls. I've seen people getting crazy for at this stage, getting maybe a Valira and a second one, and they immediately go for a Valira 6, 7, and 8, and they leave her at 8 stars. You won't get the third copy for a 9 star, and much less the fourth and fifth copy for the 10 star. And I'm not even talking about the Limit Break 3 Valira. You need 7 copies. So you're not going for this kind of girls, which are amazing for the mid game, late game. You should be worrying about these girls. And Maya, Blowy, Hexa is the most important one. Maybe Saint right now, because they have been giving a lot of Saints. What else? Dracula is a great 10 star. Giannas. So, or Bad Elf. So you see my point. Right now you don't want elite girls. Right now, if you get elite girls, that's great. Save them, leave them in your shards. As you see, I got some elite girls, not that much, but I leave them mostly in the shards. Well, right now I got a Valira, 2 Ithil, 2 Priestess, and not that much. No, the rest is on. Here is my Psychic. Sonia was a mistake. Don't do this. I am learning too. And the Sonia, I made this Sonia like 2 months ago, 1 month and a half maybe, and I didn't know how big a mistake is to do this. This is the biggest mistake I've made in this account, because I don't have a third Sonia. I can get her to 9 star. Right now she's useless. She's a useless 8 star. So I also make mistakes, but those are fixable. You can fix those. Right now, for example, I have Gambler 8 star, but I do have the other copies for a 10 star. So this is a girl that I'm going to get up to 10 star, and then I'm going to feed her to Hexa to Limit Break 3. So she's part of the plan. She's fine to have like this. Okay, so well, I answered the question why this event is so good. It appeals to every public. Every player should be happy at the end of the week. Maybe you won't feel how much the event have give to you, because I know that as soon as you get one of these, you're going to open those, and it's fine because you need to do progress. But if you happen to save these ones, and at the end of the week, you're going to see that right here they're going to pop like seven food girls. For some of them might be Hexa, might be Draculas, and Mayas. So this event is great. This event is amazing. I do appreciate that they maybe fixed a bit the mistake of the Empress Saint week. That week that was terrible. That week was a middle finger to the players, to the player base. But this week is a great one. I don't have any complaint. I just want my my jigsaw back. If I had to ask for something, I would say that they add the jigsaw to this event. Maybe that's a bit too much value, but well, if I can ask for it, I would say that. But overall, this event is great. Okay, so guys, you should only, if you are a beginner, forget all of this. This doesn't exist. Don't look at this. Don't look at this. Don't look at this. Not even this. Just look at this. Okay? Forget all of the above exists, and just look at this and get as much of this. But I got to 1,000. I want my elite badge. Well, if you are a beginner, that elite badge, even in the best case scenario, is going to give you a good girl. But when you're going to use it, right now, if you go to elite badge, where is it? Elite assembly. Let's imagine you use your elite badge here. What can you get? Best case scenario, Mio, right? And the rest? No, but I'm using it on the priest or mages. Okay, you're using it on the mages, so you can get what do you really want? Valera, priestess, or Jacob, and the rest are more than the ones you want. And even if you get right now the priestess, you're not going to use her right now. So if you get an elite badge, maybe you're going for priest. This is worse, even worse. Only 2 of them are worth. And psychic is not that hard to get. Raphael, yeah, Raphael it's amazing, but you will most likely get a Nanny, a Hottie, a Blowy, a Saint, a Yana, Amelia is this one, and you're going to say, well, I was just unlucky. Come on, you had the odds against you. So if you want to gamble, go for it. But then don't complain. That could have been 4 girls for your progress. 4. That's a lot. You see? So if you happen to be on the mid game and you don't really struggle for food, yeah, you can go for the elite badge, but don't use it right now. Right now it's going to give you maybe these girls, and these girls are not good. Even this is the best faction. Elite mages give you Jacob, priest, Valera. This is the best one. Capsular, don't count. Capsular girl is not that good. And even then, it's not worth to use it right now. What you should wait for? In 1 or 2 months, we are getting Ada. Ada is going to be a tier 0, and she is going to eventually be here. But as you know, Fenrir was released more than a month ago, and it isn't yet on Elite Warriors, so it's going to take at least 4 to 5 months to get something to be able to use that elite badge. So if you can save that match, you can save it for that much time, well, go for it, get your elite badge, and wait for elite mages to get Ada there, and then you can go for it and try your luck. And even then, it's not secure that you're going to get that, but the odds are going to be way better for you. Okay, so everybody understood? you should play this one only if you can do one complete round, only if you can complete one round and you are a really new player and you need the progress. But then you should save for the four rounds, because with 4 rounds you can get an antique, a pay to win one. So it's worth to save these ones. You should save these ones. Then Gourmet Festival should be, well, it's gourmet because it's full of food. Now it makes sense. So only food, okay, only food, and the rest, you know. Okay, so guys, these were my thoughts about this event. Well, it's kind of like a review, and I love this event. This event is great, and it's going to be a great week for progress in your accounts. So hope the best luck for you. If you're opening regular shards, elite shards, hope it's the best for you, and that was it. Goodbye.